I don't want to mess with this mic. Okay, I got it. In case you're wondering why I don't introduce the storytellers, tell you a little bit about them, is because you got this wonderful thing that we took a lot of time printing. They have information about the storytellers. Some of them have their website. If you see or you hear one of the storytellers here and you like the story, you want to get in touch with them, talk to them during intermission, talk to them after the show, check out the website. Some of them are going to be doing shows at other venues. Talk to them and see how you can see more of their work. And now let's bring our next storyteller, Julie. You need this? You need this?
Hi. It's so funny to be after you because my story is like reverse. In 2008, I was in Paris. I'm French, and I was an actress. I just left the theater school company I've been working for 6-7 years, doing a lot of social work, bringing theater to a lot of different communities, like projects neighborhood or nursing homes, or working with autistic kids, working in jail, working in refugee centers, and using theater as a way to bring community together. So it was a school, so I had to leave at some point. So I left the school, and I was in Paris trying to be in the movie business. That's a different story. There was another dream of mine, was to sing. Like, there's a picture of me when I'm 3-year-old in this red velvety dress where I hold a toy microphone, and you can tell like I'm singing. And it took me so long to really like catch this dream, and I took some singing lessons that year, and I did a songwriting workshop. And also, I had like a big project I was supposed to start, and this big project was delayed. So I had like this big window open to me, like 3 months. I had money in the bank, so it was time to tackle another dream, America. So I bought a ticket for New York from June to September, and I just went by myself, bought a guitar in New York, and did couch surfing. If you don't know couchsurfing.com, it's tremendous website that allow hosts to host people free of charge. So I stayed in New York for a month, and then I wanted to go further, see the country. So I drove all the way to the West Coast. And I don't know if you drove by yourself for days and days and days, but when you do that, you just start to think differently. Like, you have new ideas, you just see the big picture. And so during that trip, I decided a few things. I didn't want to be in Paris anymore. It was just a hard city to live. I didn't want to be an actress. I wanted to pursue my musical career. So that's what I did. On my way during that trip in Chicago, a door opened. One of my coach surfer hosts offered me to be his roommate. It took me 2 days to make my decision, but I said, okay, I'm going to do that. I'm going to finish this trip, go back to Paris, pack my stuff, and come back. And that summer, 2008, it was Obama. Like, you could feel it all over the country. Like, I witnessed that, like the hope for something different. We're talking like how Europeans hate George Bush. Like, everybody was ready for something different, where a country where everybody belongs. And I wanted to be a part of that adventure. So I finished my 3-month trip, which was also like the birth of my musical journey. And the last 2 weeks in New York, I did an open mic every single night to perform. I had 3 songs, so that was good. And the last day, I played in the subway, my only loud song in between trains. And I made $30, 10 cents, some Chinese money, and a lollipop in 1 hour. So It was like, okay, whatever. I think I can survive. I think it can work. So I went back to Paris, packed my stuff, gave away all my belongings, came back with 36 pounds of luggage, my guitar, and moved to Chicago, the beautiful. I came here with a 6 months tourist visa, thinking I could renew it. So I did the paperwork to renew it. And the answer came back through the mail. My roommate called me. I was on the California bus going north, passing the Logan Square post office. And I remember the sun beaming on the red bricks as I asked him to open the envelope and tell me what the decision was. And I was denied. I had 30 days to leave the country. 30 days. It was impossible. Like I just started to build a band, book shows. No way I could leave. So I knew the only way out was to get married. So I asked my friend Curtis. He said no. I asked my friend Keith. He said yes. And then he said no. I mean, I totally understand. So I just stayed and knowing that my only way out was to find love. So I focused on my music. I built a band. I started to play shows. I recorded an album. And I did meet James Davis, the beautiful trumpet player, jazz trumpet player, and we did fall in love. And we did marry. So in 2013, I released my debut album, Queen's Head. I'm going to play you a few songs from this album. And I had my green card. And I was able to go back home, meaning France, to visit my grandma. That was the thing I was so scared during those 5 years of being undocumented, was to not be able to see her again. So what those 5 years of undocumented life taught me is that I am resourceful, that I am privileged, because I am white and I am the good-looking immigrant, and I am not going to be chased in the street. But also, when I was doing things in theater in Paris, I worked a few times with refugees coming from all over the world, and seeing that that it was so easy for me, even if I was my only threat was not to see my grandma again. That was the only thing that could happen to me. And also go to the emergency room for any kind of medicine issue, and I went a lot. Okay. A few weeks ago, during the State of the Union, when I saw all those women dressed in white in front of the liar-in-chief, I felt, I was reminded how important it is to be represented, to see people that looks like you, that talks like you, in position of power. And that reminded me that I need to have my voice heard more, because I need to share my story, my voice, my music, not only for me, but in a generous way. So I want to thank you, Nestor, so much for having me tonight. And I'm going to sing you a song. We'll see. Do you have time for one or two?
We do one.
One? Yes. So can you have it up? Yeah. Thank you. More. Thank you. Yes. Can you hear the guitar? Thank you so much. Sorry. Yeah. So this song called Manhattan And it's a song I started to write in Paris, and then I finished in Manhattan when I was here during my trip. Oh, here we go again. Here come the men who said all those lies to me, all those lies to me. Pretend I will be part of family, then threw me down the train, threw me down the train. I never thought that I would be so destroyed by a baby, baby. I know my baby. I thought I'd go insane. Didn't know the pain could make me crazy, will make me crazy. I'm on the road again. Wonder if I can simply be me. I'll simply be me. I'll never fall in love deeply with you, maybe. Just be happy about let's be happy. I never fall in love deeply with you, maybe. Just be happy, bye. Let's be happy. Oh, walking in Manhattan, funny how this town took care of me, took care of me.
So as you heard the announcement earlier, we do have a little raffle. We have these beautiful dolls. It's only $5 for the ticket. Come on. I mean, feel free to buy, 8, 10 tickets just to, better chances. I'm just saying. There's a boy and a girl. We are going to separate a couple. Sorry. But get your tickets. We have about 10 minutes intermission. Thank you.